The girl who was chosen. I still remember the moment I saw her, the way she lay on the ground, not moving. My heart pounded as I rushed out of the car. I was only the driver, but in that moment, I felt like it was my own sister who had just been hit. We took her to the hospital as fast as we could. I was scared. What if she didn't survive? What if I had just ruined someone's life? But the doctor said she would be fine. She just needed rest. That was when I told my master, the prince, about her. The prince came to visit her, bringing gifts. He wanted to apologize, but the moment he saw her, something changed. I saw it in his eyes. He was interested in her. She was beautiful, yes, but there was something else, something different. She was not like the other girls we knew at the palace. She had no expensive clothes, no jewelry, no riches. She was just a poor village girl, but there was a quiet strength in her. When she gave the prince her address and left with her gifts, I knew that wasn't the last time we would see her. 2 weeks later, we went to her house. Her mother was sweeping when we arrived. The prince asked about Iloma, but she had gone to fetch water. So we waited. After some time, she returned, carrying a heavy pot of water on her head. She didn't even know the prince was waiting for her. She just greeted everyone and started pouring the water into the drum. She walked like she didn't care that a royal guest was watching. It was as if she had no time for fancy things. The prince gave her mother gifts, bags of rice, yams, beans, and plantain. She thanked him over and over again. Then he did something unexpected. He handed Iloma a small card. I recognized it immediately. It was the competition card, the one that allowed girls to compete to be the future princess. Other girls had been begging for it. Some even tried to bribe the palace officials to get it. But the prince gave it freely to this simple village girl. The next day, Iloma came to the palace. She wore an ordinary dress, while the other girls were dressed in their finest clothes, covered in gold and beads. They all looked down on her, whispering among themselves. But when the time came for the prince to choose his bride, he pointed at her. Gasps filled the air. The rich girls were shocked. How could a poor girl, a girl with nothing, be chosen over them? But the prince didn't care about wealth. He had seen something in Iloma that others didn't. And that was how she became the crown princess. From that day, I learned something important. Fate doesn't care if you are rich or poor. When it is your time, nothing can stop it.